Hi guys, my name is Robert and I'm going to be here talking about our Safezone Max and how we would set up the environment. Some of the differences about staging the environment, the processes, procedure, all of that good stuff. So let's first talk about setup of the room, some procedures, things that you want to do. I'm here in a classroom environment and it gives us a great opportunity to talk about different objects or things that you might find in this type of environment. So the very first thing that I want to talk about is the fact that UVC energy and this type of cleaning is used as a comprehensive approach. There's no one solution, but often you're going to find it used in combination with a chemical spray or electrostatic sprayer or other type of cleaning method. But this can be used either first or normally at the end of the process. But the whole goal with this is going to do a comprehensive approach on your surfaces that you may have missed with your manual cleaning methods. So for example, if I was a cleaner and somebody in here, I would come in and I would spray the top of the desk down, for example, and I would wipe the top of the desk down and I would move from desk to desk doing a decent job. And as you know, I got a lot of desks to clean, so I'm gonna move pretty quick. And even if I were to spray this chemical and let it saturate on top of the desk and do its job, and then wipe it down, I still might not have got every surface on this particular chair. What about the legs? What about the B-type surfaces or the seat itself? Yes, this is the most highest touch frequency surface, but there are others that we have to be concerned about. That's where UVC is going to come in because it really does do a holistic job in the room, trying to touch some of those other surfaces that you might not have reached. So the first thing is, let's talk about setup. As in any environment, we're going to want to expose as many surfaces as we can to the energy of UVC light. And in this type of environment, there are a lot of surfaces. So for example, if I wanted to clean inside of the microwave or inside of the cabinets, I want to open up all of these different areas, every single one of them, because if I'm going to do a thorough job cleaning, we're going to make sure we're getting inside of all of the cabinets. And the true is on top and bottom, and for all of your pull-out drawers as well. So we're going to want to, again, expose as many surfaces as we can to this UVC energy. And by opening up all the cabinets, we're going to do a decent job. Now, many hospital studies and others are going to talk about surfaces that are cleaned. And if I were to be cleaning with my manual cleaning products, then I would generally wipe the outside of the surfaces and maybe the top. But what about underneath the surfaces or underneath of the desk? Those are often commonly missed areas. So the first thing is exposing as many different surfaces as we can. When it comes to the fridge even, we can open this up. Trash cans, we can remove, this is a can container. We can remove the lid and literally, or set it to the side and expose the inside of that to getting this type of UVC energy. See, we have another microwave over here. All of this needs to be set up, exposed, and used. For the chairs themselves, you could leave them, just understanding that the surface underneath of this material here is not going to be clean. If I actually wanted to clean those surfaces, I can set the chair on the floor and do more of an inclusive job. So the very first thing that we're going to do for our setup is we're going to go after the very furthest point, being our urinals. And these are going to be really a hot topic when you're talking about UVC disinfection and some of the different qualities and limitations that you're getting. As we all know, UVC works best in a direct line of sight, but it also does have reflective properties that it's going to do a decent job with as well. So for example, if I were to put it, and my ultimate goal is to get enough direct line of sight energy inside of that urinal, but at the same time, I can't sit here and treat every single urinal, or if I'm going to do it, it'll take a lot of labor because I'll have to turn it on and off and move it around a lot. So in best practices, what I'm going to recommend is that we split the source again. So I'm going to put this basically between the two different urinals that are here in the bathroom. And my goal is that enough direct light will get into each side of this that it'll do a decent job in this particular space. I'm not trying to go after a very large area here, and we don't need a terribly amount of runtime either in order to do a sufficient job. But we do want to make sure that we get as much exposed surfaces as we can. So either way, this bathroom to treat just like any other room with a single unit in this area, somewhere in that 15, maybe up to 20-minute time period to do a sufficient job of UVC and all of the surfaces. The first run being that 5 to 7 minute, and that second position being here for a longer 10-minute run. But it makes most sense as far as the application to do in those two positions. In the bathroom, we have to be careful. If we're running 2 units, one thing for this particular unit is GFCI. GFCI is the ground fault interface, and it has to do with anywhere you're next to water or a wet environment. I've seen it work both ways, honestly. Sometimes you can get away with it. Other times you're going to end up blowing breakers. In the manual, it's going to tell you not to run off a GFCI circuit as a standard, but I can tell you it really just depends on what's inside the circuit, how much ground energy is going back onto the circuit. So for this particular one, it's really a try it if you'd like, but as a recommendation, and as it states in the manual, what I would do from here is plug this in outside the bathroom to a normal non-GFCI outlet, and if I needed to use an extension cord, I could. For today's purposes, I know that this particular GFCI outlet works, so I'm gonna plug it here. It also has a reset. For the staging of the equipment part, it's really simple. We have it plugged in, and the only other thing we need to do is set our timer here, ranging from, again, 2 to 15 minutes. The last thing for the operations is we're gonna stand outside of the area, go ahead and turn it on, and let it run. So let's run back out. And after I'm exited the area, we'll go ahead and get some camera shots here so you can see. But the whole purpose is when we turn it on, you're gonna hear a fan turn on, an audio buzzer turn on. You'll see some reflective light, or really the blue light that you're seeing isn't UVC energy at all. It's the visual warning form. But yeah, leave it run for its 2 positions. This one being 10 minutes, that back one being that 6 to 8, and the bathroom's done. Let's just keep rolling. So what's going on today, guys? My name is Boom Boom Cocoa Butter Robert here from UVC Cleaning Systems, here to talk about our Safezone 850 Max. We hope you enjoy it today. I just wanted to do that for the fun of it. You don't have to.